Not gonna lie, I don't know if I'm gonna make this on the main channel or the second channel, but I'm just gonna say right here, you know, there's a lot of things you're gonna regret in life, you know? And once you do that one decision that changes everything in the best way or the worst way possible, but let's say it's in the worst way possible. You think about it, right? You think about it. You think about it for months after that decision you made. And you really say to yourself, I messed up. I wish there was a way I could have done better. I wish there was a way where I could have fixed it. But you can't. It's in the past now. And it's like you keep trying to reflect on the situation months later, but it's like, let's say for example, right, you was dating somebody, you was dating this girl you liked, then you ended up doing what you did, you messed up, and now it's like she doesn't want you back. You messed up to the point where it's like, you know, she's like, fuck you, she hates you, she doesn't want to come back, right? And you think about it months later, you reflect on the situation months later, right? But she's not. She's moved on. She's moved on while you're stuck in your bed, crying, sitting on your ass, not doing nothing. All you're doing is just thinking about the situation. And she's out there with the next man, probably fucking and sucking. wait, I'm not trying to even make this funny. I wasn't even trying to laugh, but yeah, like, it's the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you must have really liked that girl, didn't you? You must have really liked that shorty. You know, you must have really thought she was the one, and you was gonna stay with that. You was gonna, you know, have a future with that, marry that, do what you gotta do for me. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But she ain't work out. You know, you probably made mad memories, but it's okay. Like, shit ain't worked out. And, you know, the best thing I could tell you to do, the best thing I could really tell you to do is focus on yourself, gang. And what I mean by that is, like, just, well, I'm not going to say it's not wrong to reflect on the situation. It is not wrong at all to reflect on what you did and reflect on the situation. Because once you reflect on the situation, you realize what you could have done better. You realize that, like, oh, like, you know, I could have did this. I could have did this. I could have did this. It's right, but it's wrong. Because it's wrong because you can't do nothing about it now because it's gone. You know, that's the past is the past. But what you could do is use that information that you gathered from reflecting from that previous relationship and using that information to better yourself as a person and better yourself for that next relationship or the next girl you get into. Or if you was to get back with that same shorty, use that information to treat that shorty better that you're dating. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win-lose situation. Like, you can think about it, yes, but can you think about it too long to the point where it's like affecting your day-to-day life and is making you like mentally like damaged? No. It's like a balance method. Like, it's like positive, negative, you know? A negative and a negative equals a positive. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I would say to work on yourself, just go to the gym, do what you really like to do. You know, improve whatever bad habits you had before. If you had any bad habits while you was with that person, you know, just get your bread up. Especially get your bread up. If you get your bread up, that shorty's gonna come back. I'm telling you, she's gonna come back if you get your bread up. She will. She will. But yeah, you know, I don't really have anything to say for real. I'm just yapping about this. Like, I'm just straight winging this. Like, I'm just straight just yapping, you know, straight. Don't even, you know, I'm just yapping and shit. But honestly, Brody, like, if you're really going, like, if this is to the people who are going through a breakup, I guess you could say, if you're going through a breakup right now, Brody, and you really missing that shorty, and you really think you fucked up that bad, trust me, there's mad people that relate to you. But Summer's around. You gotta remember, as the time I'm recording this, it is May 26th of 2026. You gotta get your head in the game. Summer's around the corner. You better lock in right now, gang. Because summertime, I'm telling you, all the lore happens in the summertime. Once summertime hits, I'm telling you, you're gonna see that same shorty again in the summer. But you have to lock in right now, because if you lock in right now, she's gonna see your attributes. She's gonna see all your rank. She's gonna see that your rank got up. She won't mess with you again when it's summertime. I'm telling you, lock in right now. Stop being sad little bitch. Lock in right now, because if you lock in right now, your rank is gonna go up, and then when your rank goes up, you're gonna see that. I'm guarantee you're gonna see that shorty in the summertime. Mark my words. Remember, I said this. Remember, Ja Dada X said this. When you lock in right now, and you get your attributes, you get your ranks, you get your perks, you get your little medals from the side quest you got. You're gonna see the shorty again in the summer. Come on, it's summertime. You're gonna be where she's at. You're gonna go where she's at. You're gonna see her friends. She knows your friends. Y'all all know each other. It's a small world we live in, right? You're gonna get in the summertime if she notice a change. I'm telling you, lock in, man. She's gonna notice a change, gang. Stay up, Five. Stay up, Five. That's all I gotta say.